We have confirmation. I know who betrayed you. The words hang heavy. Ha-jin's hands tighten on his wheelchair. Who? Jun-woo glances at Janet and Elizabeth. Not here. In private. No. Ha-jin's voice is steel. They are part of this now. They deserve to know. Jun-woo hesitates, then nods. Fine. But send the child inside first. Janet's stomach drops. Elizabeth, go find Soo-jin. Now. But mama. Now, baby. Please. Elizabeth runs inside, sensing danger. The moment she's gone, Jun-woo speaks. It's Park. Park Min-soo. Your finance director. Ha-jin goes very still. You are certain? Positive. We traced the payments. The communications. He arranged everything. Chicago. The men at Janet's apartment. All of it. Why? Money. He has been embezzling for years. When you started the internal audit, he panicked. Decided killing you was easier than facing exposure. Ha-jin's expression is carved from ice. Where is he now? We have him. Waiting in the West Building. Good. Ha-jin looks at Janet. Go inside. You do not want to see what comes next. Ha-jin. Please, Janet. This is not for you. She wants to argue. But the look in his eyes stops her. This is who he is. What he is. And she cannot change it. Don't do anything you'll regret. His smile is knife-sharp and terrible. I never regret protecting what is mine. He wheels away with Jun-woo. Janet watches them go, her stomach churning. Inside, she finds Soo-jin putting Elizabeth to bed. What is happening? Soo-jin asks quietly. They found the betrayer. Understanding dawns. Ah. Then tonight will be difficult. He's going to kill him. Yes. He has no choice. To show weakness now would invite more betrayal. There's always a choice. Not in our world. Soo-jin's hand finds Janet's. I know this is hard. But Ha-jin is doing what he must to keep you safe. To keep all of us safe. By becoming a monster. By being what this world demands of him. Janet doesn't sleep. She sits by the window, watching the West Building. Sees lights. Movement. Then nothing. Ha-jin returns at dawn. Janet is still awake, waiting. He wheels into her sitting room without knocking. His shirt is clean but his eyes are haunted. It is done, he says simply. Did he suffer? Yes. Good. The word surprises her. But she means it. That man tried to kill them. Tried to kill Elizabeth. She's glad he suffered. Ha-jin studies her face. You are not horrified. I should be. But I'm not. Does that make me a monster too? No. It makes you a mother. Protecting your child by any means necessary. Janet crosses to him. Stops just close enough to see the blood under his fingernails. Are you okay? I have done worse. I will do worse again. That's not what I asked. His hand reaches for hers. She lets him take it. No. I am not okay. I killed a man I trusted for 8 years. A man who ate at my table. Who I considered friend. And I am not okay. But you did it anyway. I did it anyway. Janet squeezes his hand. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Do not be sorry for me. I chose this life. Did you? Or was it chosen for you? The question seems to break something in him. His forehead drops to their joined hands. I do not know anymore. I have been this for so long, I do not remember who I was before. Janet's free hand touches his hair. Soft. Dark. Maybe you can figure that out now. Now that the thread is gone. The thread is never gone. There is always another enemy. Another betrayal waiting. Then leave. Walk away from all of it. He lifts his head. His eyes are wet. I cannot. This is all I know. All I am. You're more than this. I've seen it. What have you seen? I've seen you help Elizabeth with homework. Listen to her talk about fish. I've seen you fund medical clinics. Protect your family. Care about people. That's not a monster. That's a man trying to be good in a world that won't let him. Ha-jin's hand comes up, cupping her face. You see things in me that are not there. Or maybe you refuse to see them yourself. They're close now. Too close. Janet can feel his breath. See the gold flecks in his dark eyes. Her heart hammers. I want things I have no right to want, Ha-jin whispers. Like what? Like you. Like Elizabeth. Like the life you represent. Peace. Normalcy. Goodness. Ha-jin. I know I cannot have it. I know what I am. But I want it anyway. Janet's thumb brushes his cheekbone. What if I told you I'm starting to want it too? His breath catches. Do not say that unless you mean it. I mean it. I'm terrified and confused and probably insane. But I mean it. Ha-jin pulls her closer. His forehead rests against hers. This is a terrible idea. The worst. You should run from me. Probably. But you will not. No. I won't. They stay like that, breathing the same air, balanced on the edge of something that will change everything. Then Elizabeth calls from her bedroom. Mama? Are you there? The spell breaks. Janet steps back, her face flushed, her heart racing. I should go. Yes. But Ha-jin doesn't release her hand. Ha-jin. Let me go. I do not want to. I know. But you have to. He releases her slowly. Reluctantly. We will talk. Soon. About this. About us. There is no us. Liar. Janet flees before she can do something stupid like stay. The next 2 weeks are charged with unspoken tension. Ha-jin and Janet circle each other carefully. Their hands brush during dinner. Their eyes meet across rooms. But they don't talk about that night. Soo-jin notices. She corners Janet in the garden one afternoon. You are falling for him. It's not a question. Janet doesn't bother denying it. I don't want to be. But you are anyway. It's insane. He's a criminal. I barely know him. Elizabeth and I don't belong in this world. Yet here you are. Because we have no choice. Soo-jin's smile is knowing. You have had choices all along. You could have demanded he send you home. He would have. But you stay. Because it's not safe. The threat is eliminated. Park is dead. You could leave tomorrow if you wanted. Janet freezes. What? Ha-jin has not told you. The investigation is complete. You are free to go. Back to America. New life. He has already arranged everything. Janet's chest tightens. When was he going to tell me? I do not know. But he has known for 3 days. 3 days. He's known for 3 days they could leave and said nothing. Janet finds him in his office, reviewing documents with Junwoo. She doesn't knock. We need to talk. Now. Junwoo takes one look at her face and stands. I will give you privacy. He leaves. Ha-jin sets down his pen, expression carefully neutral. Janet. Don't. Were you going to tell me that the threat is over? That we're free to leave? His jaw tightens. Yes. Eventually. When? When were you going to mention that you're keeping us here under false pretenses? I am not keeping you. You are free to go whenever you wish. But you weren't going to tell me that. Because I do not want you to go. The words explode out of him. Because I am selfish and terrible and I want you to stay. Both of you. Here. With me. Janet's breath catches. Ha-jin. I know I have no right. I know you deserve better. A good man. A safe life. But I am asking anyway. Stay. Please. Stay. Why? What can you offer us except danger and violence? He wheels closer. His eyes are desperate. Raw. I can offer you myself. All of me. The good and the bad. I can offer you protection. Resources. A life here if you want it. I can offer you my heart, though it is a damaged thing, broken and dark. You're asking me to give up everything. I am asking you to choose something different. To choose me. I know it is selfish. I know it is unfair. But I am asking anyway. Janet stares at him. This man who killed for her. Who protected her. Who looks at her daughter with softness. Who funds medical clinics and mourns betrayal and wants to be good despite his world. I need time. To think. To figure out what's best for Elizabeth. Take all the time you need. I will wait. What if I decide to leave? Pain flashes across his face. Then I will let you go. And I will spend the rest of my life ensuring you are safe and cared for. Even if I cannot be part of it. Janet doesn't know what to say to that. So she leaves. That night, she can't sleep. She stands in Elizabeth's doorway, watching her daughter dream, trying to make an impossible choice. Stay in Korea with a man she's falling for despite every rational thought. Or return to America, to safety, to normalcy, to a life without him. Both options feel like losing something precious. She's still standing there when she hears it. Shouting. In Korean. Coming from downstairs. Then Soo-jin's scream. Janet runs down the stairs, heart hammering. Elizabeth's door clicks locked behind her. Good. Her daughter knows to stay hidden. The shouting grows louder. Korean words she doesn't understand but recognizes as rage. She rounds the corner into the kitchen and freezes. Soo-jin stands pressed against the counter, hands protecting her pregnant belly, face white with terror. Jun-woo faces her, a gun in his hand. Not pointed at his wife. Just held. Casually. Jun-woo, please. Soo-jin's voice shakes. Please don't do this. I have no choice. You know too much now. I won't tell him. I swear. I won't tell Ha-jin anything. You are a terrible liar, wife. You have always been a terrible liar. That's when Jun-woo sees Janet in the doorway. His expression doesn't change. Just cold calculation. Ah. The American nurse. Perfect timing. Janet's training kicks in. Stay calm. Assess. Find exits. What's going on? My wife discovered something unfortunate. Something that will ruin everything I have worked for. Soo-jin's eyes meet Janet's, desperate and terrified. He is the one. He is the betrayer. He arranged Chicago. He tried to kill Ha-jin. The words don't make sense. Can't make sense. That's not possible. You helped investigate. You found Park. I found exactly who I needed to find. Jun-woo's smile is cold. A convenient scapegoat. Someone with enough guilt to make it believable. Park was embezzling, yes. But he did not arrange the attack. I did. Janet's stomach drops. Why? Because I am the real heir. The true Kim. And my bastard adopted brother has stolen what is rightfully mine for too long. Adopted. Ha-jin is adopted. The revelation crashes through Janet. Ha-jin doesn't know. He has no idea. He is your brother. He is nothing. Jun-woo's composure cracks. Our father took in a street rat and gave him everything. The empire. The respect. The love. While I, the true blood son, was treated as second. Do you know what that does to a person? Soo-jin moves slightly toward the door. Jun-woo's gun swings to her instantly. Do not move, wife. Jun-woo, I am carrying your child. I know. And I am sorry. But you should not have gone through my files. Should not have found the proof. What proof? Janet asks, trying to keep him talking. Buying time. Communications. Payments. Evidence that I arranged everything. The Chicago attack was supposed to kill him. The men at your apartment were supposed to eliminate witnesses. But you saved him. You brought him here. And ruined everything. Soo-jin's hand trembles on her belly. How long? How long have you been planning this? Years. Since I discovered the truth about Ha-jin's parentage. Since I realized I had been robbed of my birthright by our father's charity. Ha-jin does not know he is adopted, Janet says. No. Our father hid it well. Only told me before he died. A confession. A plea to accept my brother despite his bloodline. As if bloodline does not matter. As if legacy is not everything. The bitterness in his voice is corrosive. You are going to kill your own wife. Your unborn child. I do not want to. But Soo-jin will tell Ha-jin the moment she has the chance. I cannot allow that. Soo-jin makes a small, broken sound. I loved you. I gave you everything. And I cared for you. Truly. But not enough to give up my empire. He raises the gun. Janet moves without thinking. Throws herself at Soo-jin, knocking the pregnant woman aside. The gunshot is deafening. Pain explodes through Janet's shoulder. She goes down hard, the world spinning. Soo-jin screams. Scrambles toward Janet, hands pressing against the wound. Jun-woo advances, gun steady. I am sorry it came to this. Both of you could have lived if you had just stayed ignorant. Mama. Elizabeth's voice. Coming from the hallway. No. No, no, no. Elizabeth, run. Janet screams. But her daughter appears in the doorway, eyes huge with terror. She sees her mother bleeding on the floor and freezes. Jun-woo's gun swings toward the child. Everything happens at once. The front door crashes open. Ha-jin's voice, sharp with command, shouting in Korean. Jun-woo spins toward the sound. Soo-jin lunges. Not at her husband. At Elizabeth. She grabs the child, throws her back into the hallway, shields her with her own body. Jun-woo fires. Once. Twice. Soo-jin jerks. Blood blooms across her chest. She collapses. No. Jun-woo's scream is anguished. Broken. No, I did not mean, Soo-jin. Ha-jin wheels into the kitchen, men in dark suits behind him. He takes in the scene instantly. Janet bleeding. Elizabeth sobbing. Soo-jin on the floor, not moving. His brother holding a gun. Jun-woo. Ha-jin's voice is dead. Empty. What have you done? What I had to do. What you forced me to do by existing. I do not understand. You are not a Kim. You are adopted. A charity case our father pitted. And you took everything from me. Everything that was mine by blood. By right. By birth. Ha-jin goes very still. Adopted. Yes. Our father's dirty secret. He told me before he died. Begged me to accept you. But why should I? You are nothing. A pretender. And I am the true heir. So you tried to kill me. Yes. In Chicago. I arranged it all. But you survived. You always survive. And you brought her. Junwoo gestures at Janet with the gun. The American who ruined everything. And Soo-jin? Ha-jin's voice breaks on his sister-in-law's name. Why Soo-jin? She found out. She was going to tell you. I could not allow it. She was your wife. Carrying your child. I know. Junwoo's composure shatters. I know what I have done. I killed her. The only person who ever truly loved me. And for what? For this empire. For pride. He drops to his knees beside Soo-jin's body. The gun clatters to the floor. I am sorry. Soo-jin, I am so sorry. Ha-jin's men move forward. Ha-jin stops them with a gesture. No. He is mine. Ha-jin wills closer. His face is carved from stone. You killed my people. You killed Park, an innocent man. You shot Janet. You murdered your own wife. I know what I have done. And you did it because I am adopted. Because you believe blood makes you superior. Blood is everything. Legacy is everything. Then you understand nothing. Ha-jin's voice drops to a whisper. I built this empire not because of my father's name, but despite it. I earned every ounce of respect. Every alliance. Every victory. Not through birthright but through strength. You stole my life. I lived the life our father chose for me. Just as you lived yours. The difference is I did not let bitterness consume me. Junwoo laughs. Bitter and broken. Bitterness is all I have left. Ha-jin reaches under his wheelchair. Pulls out a gun. Points it at his brother's head. You tried to kill me. You killed Soo-jin. You shot the woman I love. Give me one reason I should not end you now. The woman I love. The words hang in the air. Janet hears them through the pain, through the shock, and something in her chest breaks open. Junwoo closes his eyes. I have no reason. Do what you must, Hyung. I am ready. Ha-jin's hand trembles on the gun. His finger on the trigger. Elizabeth's voice cuts through the silence. Mr. Ha-jin, don't. Ha-jin's eyes snap to the child. She's standing now, Soo-jin's blood on her clothes, her face streaked with tears. Elizabeth. If you kill him, you're just like him. You're letting anger win. Mama always says we have to be better than the hurt. We have to choose good even when it's hard. He shot your mother. I know. And I hate him for it. But if you kill him, you'll hate yourself too. I can see it in your face. Ha-jin stares at this 9-year-old child with too much wisdom in her eyes. His hand lowers. Slowly. Take him, he tells his men. Lock him up. I will decide his fate when I am not blinded by rage. The men grab Junwoo, drag him away. He doesn't resist. Just stares at his dead wife with empty eyes. The moment he's gone, Ha-jin wheels to Janet. His hands shake as they hover over her wound. How bad? Through and through. Missed the bone. Janet's voice is thready. I'll live. You better. Because I just declared my love in front of everyone and I will not have you die before I can properly court you. Despite everything, Janet laughs. It hurts. Court me? Really? At Soo-jin's name, they both look at the body. Ha-jin's expression crumbles. We need to check her. The baby. Janet understands. She crawls to Soo-jin despite her wounded shoulder. Finds a pulse. Weak. Fading. She's alive. Barely. Call medical. Now. Ha-jin barks orders in Korean. Within minutes, a team of medics swarms the kitchen. They work on Soo-jin with desperate efficiency while a second team tends to Janet's shoulder. Elizabeth clings to Ha-jin, sobbing. He holds her with one arm, his other hand directing his people. They load Soo-jin onto a stretcher. One of the medics speaks to Ha-jin in rapid Korean. His face goes pale. What? Janet demands. What did they say? The baby. They need to take the baby now. Emergency cesarean. It is the only chance. And Soo-jin? Ha-jin's jaw tightens. They do not know if she will survive. The ambulance screams away. Ha-jin follows in his vehicle, Janet and Elizabeth with him. Janet's shoulder is bandaged, pumped full of painkillers, but she refuses to stay behind. They wait in a private hospital room for 4 hours. Elizabeth falls asleep curled in Janet's lap. Ha-jin sits in his wheelchair, staring at nothing, his expression shattered. I did not know, he says finally. About being adopted. I know. My entire life is a lie. No. Your life is your life. Biology doesn't change who you've become. It changes everything. My father lied. My brother hated me for something I could not control. Soo-jin is dying because I exist. Janet reaches for Ha-jin's hand. Soo-jin is dying because your brother made a choice. A terrible, selfish choice. That's not on you. I should have seen it. How? He was your brother. You trusted him. I trusted the wrong person. You trusted family. That's not wrong. What he did with that trust is. A doctor emerges. Ha-jin stands to meet him, then remembers he can't and stays seated. The doctor speaks in Korean. Ha-jin's face cycles through emotions too fast to track. What? Janet asks. What did he say? Ha-jin's voice is rough. Soo-jin is alive. Stable. She will survive. Relief crashes through Janet. And the baby? A boy. Premature but healthy. They are both alive. Ha-jin drops his head to his hands. His shoulders shake. Janet realizes he's crying. She stands, leaving Elizabeth sleeping, and goes to him. Wraps her arms around him. Holds him while he breaks. They are alive. They are alive because of you. You bought them time. You saved them both. I almost lost them. Because of him. Because of me. But you didn't. They're here. They're okay. Ha-jin turns in her embrace, buries his face against her stomach, and lets himself fall apart. When he finally stills, his voice is muffled. I love you. I know it is too soon. I know we barely know each other. But I love you. You and Elizabeth. You are the best things in my terrible life and I love you. Janet's heart clenches. Ha-jin. You do not have to say it back. I just needed you to know. She tilts his face up. His eyes are red-rimmed and wet and beautiful. I love you too. I've been falling for weeks and trying not to. But I can't help it. I love you. He kisses her then. Soft and desperate and full of everything they've been holding back. Janet kisses him back, tasting salt and need and promise. When they break apart, Elizabeth is awake, watching them with a knowing smile. Finally. Ha-jin said it would take you forever to figure it out. Ha-jin laughs. Broken and real. She was right. She is always right. Can we see her? And the baby? The doctor allows it. They crowd into Ha-jin's room. She's pale and weak, connected to monitors, but her eyes are open. The baby, she whispers. Alive. Healthy. A boy. Ha-jin takes her hand. You saved him. You are a hero. I saved Elizabeth. The baby was just stubborn like his father. Her smile is faint. Junwoo. Imprisoned. I have not decided his fate yet. The baby. Promise me. If I do not make it. You will make it. Promise me anyway. You will raise him. You and Janet. Give him love. Give him family. Do not let him grow up knowing his father's sins. Ha-jin's voice breaks. I promise. But you will raise him yourself. I will try. Her eyes find Janet. Thank you. For protecting Elizabeth. For loving my stubborn brother-in-law. For being brave. You're the brave one. You threw yourself in front of my daughter. What else would I do? She is family. You are all family now. 3 days later, Ha-jin is moved out of ICU. The baby, still unnamed, thrives in the NICU. Ha-jin visits them both every day. Janet recovers from her gunshot wound. Elizabeth processes the trauma with a psychologist Ha-jin brings in. Junwoo remains imprisoned. Ha-jin hasn't seen him. Hasn't decided what to do. 1 week after the attack, Ha-jin is strong enough to hold her baby. They bring him to her room, this tiny perfect thing. What will you name him? Janet asks. Ha-jin looks at Ha-jin. Min-jae. It means brightness and talent. I want him to be light in the darkness. To be better than his father. To be good. Min-jae. Ha-jin tests the name. It is perfect. That night, Ha-jin makes his decision. He wheels into the room where his brother is held. Junwoo looks up, hollow-eyed and broken. Have you come to kill me? No. I have come to exile you. Junwoo blinks. What? You will leave Korea. Tonight. I have arranged passage to Thailand. You will live there under watch. You will never return. You will never contact your son. You will disappear. Why not just kill me? Because Elizabeth asked me not to. Because despite everything, you are my brother. Because I am choosing to be better than my rage. I do not deserve mercy. No. You do not. But I am giving it anyway. Not for you. For Ha-jin. For Min-jae. So they do not have to carry the weight of your death. Junwoo stares at him. I hated you for so long. But I see now. You were always the better man. Blood or no blood. You were always worthy. I know. Ha-jin's voice is ice. And you wasted your entire life refusing to see it. Now you will live with that knowledge. Alone. Exiled. With nothing but your regrets. That is a crueler punishment than death. I know. That is why I chose it. Ha-jin wheels away without looking back. 6 months later. Spring blooms across Seoul, cherry blossoms painting the compound pink and white. Elizabeth chatters in fluent Korean, switching languages mid-sentence. She attends an international school now, thriving. Ha-jin has recovered fully. She lives in the compound still, raising Min-jae with Ha-jin's constant help. The baby is round and healthy and laughs at everything. Janet runs the charity medical clinic full-time. She's learned Korean, not fluently but enough. The work fulfills her. And Ha-jin has stepped back from the violent parts of his empire. He's legitimizing operations, cutting ties with anything that might endanger his family. It's slow work. Dangerous work. But he's committed. They're engaged. The ring is simple. A single diamond on a platinum band. Ha-jin presented it 1 month ago, in the garden by the koi pond where Elizabeth first fell in love with Korea. "Marry me," he said. "Not because you have to. Not because you are trapped here. But because you want to. Because we choose each other. Every day. Forever." Janet said yes without hesitation. Now, 6 months after the attack, they stand in that same garden preparing for a wedding. It's small. Private. Just the people who matter. Soo-jin, holding Min-jae, wearing a traditional Korean dress in soft blue. Elizabeth, in a white dress with flowers in her hair, clutching a bouquet like treasure. A handful of Ha-jin's most trusted people. The ones who stayed loyal. And a minister who speaks both Korean and English. Ha-jin waits at the altar in his wheelchair, wearing a traditional Korean suit. He's never looked more handsome. Janet walks toward him in a simple white dress, Elizabeth beside her. No one gives her away. She gives herself, as it should be. When she reaches Ha-jin, he takes her hands. His eyes are wet. "You came," he whispers. "Of course I came. Where else would I be? I still fear sometimes that I will wake up and you will be gone. That this is a dream. It's not a dream. It's real. We're real." The ceremony is short. Traditional Korean vows mixed with English promises. Ha-jin's voice shakes when he pledges his life to hers. Janet's hands tremble when she slides the ring onto his finger. When the minister pronounces them married, Ha-jin pulls her down into his lap, kisses her like she's oxygen and he's been drowning. Elizabeth cheers. Soo-jin cries. Min-jae makes baby noises that might be approval. They break apart, both laughing and crying, and Ha-jin whispers, "Thank you. For saving my life. For choosing me. For making me believe in good again. Thank you for giving me a reason to be brave. We saved each other. Yeah. We did." The reception is in the garden. Lanterns glow as the sun sets. Traditional Korean food mingles with American comfort dishes. Elizabeth teaches Min-jae's nanny to fold paper cranes. Soo-jin toasts the couple, her speech both funny and heartfelt. As night falls, Ha-jin and Janet slip away to the koi pond. The fish glide through the water, orange and white and gold in the lantern light. "Do you regret it?" Ha-jin asks. "Giving up your old life?" Janet leans against him, his arms around her waist. "I regret nothing. That life was survival. This is living. Even with all the complications. The danger. Especially with those things. Because they brought me you. And Elizabeth has never been happier. She has family now. Real family. And you? Are you happy?" Janet turns in his arms, frames his face with her hands. "I'm happier than I ever imagined I could be. I found my person. My home. My future. In the last place I expected. With a man I shouldn't want but can't live without." Ha-jin kisses her. Soft and deep and full of promise. "I will spend the rest of my life earning this. Earning you. You already have. Then I will spend it keeping you. Loving you. Building something good from all the darkness. We'll build it together." Together, he agrees. Elizabeth appears, pulling them both back to the party. "Come on, you two." Soo-jin wants to cut the cake and she says the bride and groom have to do it together. They return to the celebration, hands linked, hearts full. Later, when the guests have left and Elizabeth is asleep and the compound is quiet, Ha-jin and Janet stand on their bedroom balcony overlooking Seoul. They stand together as the city lights sparkle below, two people who found each other in impossible circumstances and chose to build something beautiful from the wreckage. A crime lord who learned mercy. A nurse who learned courage. A child who learned family. And a future they'll build together, one choice at a time, one day at a time, forever. Janet Jones came to Korea to escape danger. She stayed for love. And she's never looking back. Because sometimes the most broken people save each other. Sometimes the darkest roads lead to light. Sometimes the most impossible love stories are the truest ones. Ha-jin wheels her toward their bedroom, his eyes promising things that make her blush. She follows willingly, joyfully, knowing that whatever comes next, they'll face it together. The paralyzed Korean Mafia boss left to die. The black mother and daughter who saved him. And the love that changed everything. What started as mercy became love. What started as survival became family. A Korean crime lord learning to choose light over darkness. An American nurse learning to choose courage over fear. A 9-year-old girl teaching grown men about forgiveness. And a baby born from tragedy, becoming a symbol of hope. Their story proves that sometimes the most broken people save each other. That love doesn't always make sense, but it's real anyway. That family isn't just blood, it's choice. It's sacrifice. It's showing up every single day and choosing each other again. Ha-jin found redemption in Janet's hands. Janet found home in Ha-jin's world. And together, they built something beautiful from the wreckage. If this story touched your heart, besties, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that like button. Share it with someone who needs to believe in love again. Subscribe to Afro-Seoul Stories for more tales of impossible love, fierce families, and the kind of romance that changes everything. Because sometimes, the right person is worth every risk. The end.